So when did this happen?
It says here a week ago.
Well, it's the first I've heard about it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I thought I knew everything that went on round here. Don't look too good for them, does it?
Well, it was going to come out anyway. Well, it was the police that said go to the press. Publicity is a good thing, that's what they said.
It's publicity, Dad. Look at it. All over the front page of the Wolford Gazette. What are people going to say?
Well, at least we got to put our side of the story, eh? Hold on a minute, love. I can't see what I'm doing. I want to get this fixed up for Alicia, eh?
Sorry. I thought you might want a bit of privacy.
Well, now let them look. Now, look, we've got to look on the positive side of things here. Because the way I see it, you know, a bit of sympathetic coverage is it's about to bring in a few more leads, isn't it?
You think we're going to get sympathy from this? Then again, you haven't read it, have you? This dumb little teenager runs off with her baby to live with a known drug dealer. This real low-life junkie, and you think you've won everyone over, do you?
I never said nothing that weren't the truth, did I, eh? Because that Leo, he is a lowlife. At least now everyone knows the truth about the situation. And they will know who to blame. Isn't that right, love?
This is your fault, Keith.
Well, I wish she'd told me what was going on.
Who?
Rosie. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have had a go at her about missing work.
Well, it's not the sort of news you want broadcast, is it?
Mind if I take these, babe?
Yeah, sure. Why do you want them?
Spain, the tea's terrible, isn't it?
Sharon, are you sure you know what you're doing? It all seems a bit sudden rushing off like this. Why don't you just take a bit of time, think it through, think about the consequences?
Well, why do you think I'm going now? The less time I leave for last-minute nerves, the better.
All right.
What do you think about Sharon running off like this?
Well, it depends what you're asking. Do I want to see Den again? No, not particularly. But do I want to see Sharon happy? Then, yeah. There you go. One return flight booked.
Thanks, baby.
What time are you leaving?
11 o'clock tonight.
I wouldn't ask if I wasn't desperate.
Of course I'll babysit.
Thanks. It's just that I need some time of my own, Leanne.
Is this the whole having the baby thing?
Yeah.
So, what are you going to do?
Back him into a nice quiet corner. Well, I'll have to if I want an honest answer out of him, because Ian gets nervous when you start talking about the big issues. As soon as you bring him up, he's looking for an escape route.
All right, gorgeous. Where do you want me to put these?
I'll just dump him on the side.
Right, I'll leave you to it. What time should I come round tonight?
5:30, 6, all right?
Yeah, perfect.
What's this, girls' night out?
No, I thought it'd be nice for us to spend some time together. I'm taking you for a meal.
Oh, don't having your wicked way with me, are you?
Well, you don't fancy coming round then? I've got some West Ham DVDs.
Yeah, it's Friday night.
So?
Well, it's lads' night, innit? We're going uptown.
Ah, now you're talking. Yeah, as it happens, I'm at a bit of a loose end myself.
Yeah, well, I really don't think it's your scene, Charlie.
Are you saying I'm not up to it?
No offence or anything, right? I've already got my partner in crime.
Oh, suit yourself.
So's that then? Well, you.
See, the thing is, I can't, not tonight.
What are you talking about?
Well, I was planning a quiet night in, you know, me and Emma.
What?
You know.
Well, you can't just kick me out my own house.
Oh, sorry, mate. Well, she just sort of sprung it on me. Yeah, I didn't know what to say.
You don't do that to mates. Or have you forgotten what mates are all about, eh? How could you?
We should talk about this interview yesterday.
Yeah, it didn't exactly go to plan, did it, Dad?
No, I can see that. What happened?
Things got a little bit heated, that's all.
Heated? Is that what you call it?
Listen, this hasn't spoiled our chances of finding them, has it?
Difficult to say, but in the long term, it certainly hasn't done Alicia or Demi any good.
What does that mean?
A discussion for another time, perhaps, when we found them. Anyway, it's still early. The paper's only been out for a few hours. I have a briefing this evening. I'll give you a ring afterwards and let you know any news.
You're not going to find them, are you?
We've got a lot of people out there looking for them. We're doing everything we can, I promise. You need to hang on in there for your mum and dad. You do that for me? Good lad.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't worry, I'll see myself out.
He's right, you know, mate. You got to hang on in there. They'll both be back here before you know it.
How can you say that? You heard what he said. It's all over the papers. You ain't even heard nothing.
No. What he actually said was they couldn't tell us anything now. Yeah? That's the way these people work, you see. You know, they don't like letting on anything until they've confirmed what they've already got. So when you think about it, all in all, no news is good news, isn't it?
Give it a rest, will you, Dad?
Oh, come on, you lot. We're supposed to be looking on the bright side, aren't we?
There ain't one, Keith. And any fool can see that.
So when do you want them back by, Sharon? By closing time, if that's okay. I need to leave here by 9 at the latest.
Seeing as it's you,
Thanks, I owe you.
oh, you can bring me back a bottle of sangria.
Yeah, I'll be bringing back more than that, hopefully. See ya. What's that? Sharon going on holiday?
Oh, she's off to Spain. Gone to look for her dad.
Oh, whoa! Just in the nick of time, eh? Near had an explosion on our hands.
What would I do without you? Then again, they say a crisis brings out the best in people. Or the worst. And they all know the worst now, don't they, people round here, thanks to him. Still, takes a good picture, doesn't he?
Ah, listen, we're gonna be fine, yeah?
Oh, no, don't you start all that, Mickey, because I'm sick of hearing it. I've had him banging on all day, making out like everything's gonna be all right. But he's wrong, because it ain't, is it?
The afternoon film's on in a minute. I thought you might fancy it. You know, take your mind off things and that.
I can't. And do you know what? I don't want to. I can't do this no more.
What?
Sit here doing nothing, pretending everything's all right. This is happening to us and we got to deal with it. It's time we faced up to it properly. Now, you do what you want, but I'm done with hiding.
Well, where are you going?
I'm going to show my face. Let them know I've got nothing to be ashamed of.
What are we going to do? Stick a board up, say I'm a good mother?
No, I'm going to do some washing.
What? I've just seen Sharon at the laundrette. Why didn't you tell me that she was going to Spain?
Because I only found out myself last night.
Okay. When's she going?
Tonight.
What? Why are you still standing here, Chrissy?
Because there's nothing I can do about it. She's made up her mind.
Well, you better unmake it, hadn't you? Because if she goes to Spain, we're stuffed. Because she's going to start to wonder, you know, how come none of Den's friends have seen him? And then she's going to start digging around.
Yes, well, she's digging around in the wrong place, remember?
Yeah, for now. But it all leads back here, doesn't it? Because what do you do when the trail goes cold? You go back to the last place he was seen, and then you start following his footsteps. But his footsteps don't lead anywhere. You've got to stop her, Chrissy.
Sam, please.
Do something clever, you know. Hide her passport. Lose her tickets.
These airlines don't have tickets. I don't know where she keeps her passport.
You've got to do something.
Oh, well, thank you for the support. It's more than just my footprints in this.
What am I supposed to do? Beg her not to go because it's going to really upset me. You're the one who's close to her. She's under your roof. And she's going to find out soon enough that she's not the only what's in residence.
Would you just calm down?
I don't feel calm.
Well, neither do I. Look, all right. Maybe it's time I did create a bit of a scene.
Okay, what are you going to say?
I'm going to show Sharon the consequences of her actions. Don't worry, you don't have to do anything. I'll sort Sharon out.
Well, you better, Chrissy. Because if you don't, you and me, we're going to make the headlines.
I think it's terrible. A child that age.
Well, it's sad when kids get involved in stuff like that.
You're right, sweetheart. We were just saying...
Yeah, I know what you were saying. Sorry if I don't stop to chat.
Rosie,
What?
I just want to have a quick word about the kids. The last thing you need at the moment is my lot bothering you, so I was wondering if you'd like to send Darren over to us.
What?
Just thought it might give you a break, that was all. And look, if he wants to stop over, he's more than welcome.
Yeah, he'd like that. Thanks, Ian. Thanks very much.
There you go, Herbie. Happy motoring, mate.
Unbelievable.
What's that?
Look, I just found, look. 2 season tickets for West Ham in the name of Ian Bilge.
Joking, look at that. What are they doing here?
Well, they came in the business post first thing. He must be keeping that Jane bird in the dark about how much money he's spending.
I'll tell you what, I'll tell my grandmother for one of these, mate.
I thought you loved your nan.
I do love my nan. She's the top girl in the world. I still sell her, though. Some things are worth the sacrifice.
What, even the love of your life?
These are the love of my life. When it comes to a choice between women and West Ham, no contest.
If there's anything else we can do, you'll let us know, you hear?
Yeah, thanks, Charlie.
No Dot today?
No, she'll take the day off to recover from her driving test.
See you later.
Glad you came in, Rosie. You left a wash here last week. Dot found it. So I suppose you forgot all about it with everything that's going on. And I hope you don't mind, as it was just lying about. I've ironed it for you. Rosie. Oh, Rosie, come on, dear. Oh, dear, dear.
Right, well, there's the money and the sunblock sorted. Chrissy?
I was clearing out some stuff and found this ring. Your dad gave it to me on the night we moved into the Vic. Brought it all back.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it, yeah.
I just got myself all worked up because I thought everybody was going to be horrible. Then they weren't, and it came as a bit of a shock. I'd have been all right if everyone shouted at me or something. I was expecting that.
Why?
Because of what it says in the paper, the drugs and that.
Oh, so you thought I'd have a go at you because of what some rag printed, eh? It's all rubbish anyway.
They got their facts right, Pauline.
Yeah, well, it's the way they looked at them. I mean, we all make mistakes. We're not Superman, and even he wasn't human. Come to think of it, he couldn't even put his underpants on properly.
Yeah, well, I'd still be happy to see him. Because it will take a superhero to sort our problems out.
What, you're just going to sit there and wait for him to come along and bail you out, are you? I thought you were tougher than that, Rosie. I mean, you've got to get on with things. You've got your family to think about.
We ain't exactly pulling together on this one. That stuff in the paper, I've been blaming Keith.
Why? It wasn't his fault.
I know, but, you know, talking to the paper in the first place, that was just to show Demi how much we miss her. And he went off on one and mucked it all up.
Well, I'm not surprised he lashed out. We all do that when we're frightened, don't we? Come on, dear, drink your tea, it's getting cold. No, he's like that because he loves you all. You can't blame him for that, can you?
And you want me to help you out after what you said to me? I was deeply hurt.
Well, how deep?
2 pints should cure it.
Done.
So, what do you want then?
Well, I was hoping to have a borrow up with one of them West Ham DVDs. This is a treat for Minty, like, you know, showing what mates are for.
Ah, but what one?
Oh, have you got the European Cup Winners' Cup final, 1965? Only Minty's never seen that.
Yes, and it's a classic. Do you know what? The first time I saw it, my poor Viv said she could have belly danced in front of me, and there was no way I was taking my eyes off the screen.
You know, I heard it had that effect, yeah.
Charlie, you free tonight? I need a cab to the airport.
Yeah, where you going on holiday?
No, it's not for me, it's for Sharon.
She's leaving you on your own, is she? Oh, never mind her. I'm sure she'll bring you back a nice souvenir, eh? See you later.
I want to forget, but it isn't easy to forget.
I know. But you've got to think of all the good memories you've got.
You asked me to remember the good, but you want to bring back the bad. Sharon, please don't go.
I have to.
I'm asking for my sake, not yours. These last 6 months have been the worst of my life. I'm barely standing. If you bring Den back here, I'm gonna go under. And I mean that. Sharon, please, don't go. You're a good friend to me, and I want to be there for you every step of the way. But I'm begging you, don't do this. Because if you do, it is going to destroy me. And maybe not just me. What Den did to you, and Dennis, he set out to destroy you too.
No, I've told you I won't let him do that.
Boy,
not again.
You think you're strong enough to stand up to what's
Yes.
going to happen? No. He'll drive a wedge in. The cracks will start to appear. It'll all come tumbling down. It'll tear us all apart. Do you remember how it felt to be hurt by Den? The way he'd keep coming back for more. Again and again and again. Pain piling up so that you can't breathe. And just when you think you can't take any more, he'd stop just like that. And it'll be over. Well, that is what's going to happen if you bring Den back here. I'm telling you. Sharon, a wedding is about the future. Don't invite your ghost to the marriage. Don't go, Sharon.
You know, the last thing I want to do is hurt you.
Then stay.
As long as I don't bottle it, everything's going to be all right, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, you're not just saying that. You don't think I should back off, wait for a better time?
Jane, you've got a restaurant booked and a free babysitter. Go for it.
Twins are quiet, Bobby's settled. Come on, let's get going.
You got everything?
Yep, all yours.
See ya.
See you.
What, you fumigating the place?
Yeah, you could say that.
So, how long have I got till you kick me out then?
Oh, well, she should be in about 10 minutes. Listen, Gal, I'm really sorry about it, mate. I do appreciate it, and I promise I'll make it up to you.
No, that's all right, I understand. You want to spend your evenings in watching romantic movies and talking about shopping. Don't let me stop you.
Wait. Yeah, wait a minute. Is that what I think it is?
Yeah, I got it off of Charlie. European Cup Winners' Cup final, 1965. West Ham United versus TSV Munich, 1860. Probably one of the finest matches to ever grace the screen.
Yeah, I've heard.
You not seen it?
No, I've always wanted to, though, for years.
I knew you'd like it.
Come in, it's open.
Oh, well, never mind, eh? Some other time.
All right, babe?
Oh, hello, babe. All right.
I've got a treat for you.
What's that, then?
It's my favourite film. It's a real heartbreaker. You'll love it.
Yeah, of course he will. Look at him. He's crying already.
Oh, bless. Oh, I found it. What, Mum?
Oh, look, perfect timing. You want some of this?
Yeah, thanks, sweetheart. I bumped into Ian. He said if you want to, pop over and see Peter later.
I can't. I'm busy.
Well, what are you up to?
We're doing a leaflet about Damon and Alicia, so people know they're not like what they said about him in the paper. I think it might help us more. I'm going to stick a photo on it as well.
Oh, right.
Well, it was Dad's idea.
Yeah, I thought it might help, you know, keep him busy.
Yeah, I'm going to go down to Minimart. I'm going to get some photocopied up on that. And me and Dad are going to hand them out. So, what do you think? I'm going to do it neat and that afterwards.
Do you know what? I think this is good enough just the way it is.
What? Happy now? Yeah, I mean, if you set it out nicely, it makes the food taste better. Secret's all in the presentation.
That's your philosophy on life, is it? Make it look pretty and I like whatever you dish up.
Well, it worked with you, didn't it? Oh, come on, admit it. I mean, first time you saw me, you liked what was on offer.
Oh, you reckon?
Well, I hope so, anyway. We're doing all right, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. I've been thinking. I was wondering what you'd say to us having a...
Good evening. Oh, menu, sir?
Yeah, fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, I'm starving. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just going to ask if you fancied a bottle of wine.
Oh, right, yeah. Great.
There you go, babe. No Minty tonight.
He's having a night in with Emma, his new girlfriend.
Oh, has he dumped you then?
No, not for long anyway. I've left him a little something to remind him what friends are for.
Hey, take a drink up for Sharon if you like.
Oh, she's popped over to Pauling's to pick up her washing.
And? Come on, what's happening? I've sorted it. Well, have you done that? Well, seeing as Sharon has developed a sudden love of travel, I've taken her on a guilt trip.
Sorry I left it so late, Paul. Oh, not to worry. You all ready for the off?
No, not yet.
Well, what time's your plane?
11 o'clock.
All right, you have a bicky with that.
Thanks.
Well, I had Rosie Miller in the laundrette all afternoon.
Yeah, how is she?
Well, not at her best, but, well, she'll get through it.
Well, she might not. Some people aren't as tough as they look.
Oh, you'd be surprised. She'll cope. Well, she'll have to.
She came to you for tea and sympathy.
Well, I could have told her everything was hunky-dory, but it would have been wrong. I mean, what sort of a friend would I have been then?
Yeah, but you don't know add to her worries, do you?
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't see the point in ignoring your problems and expecting them just to go away.
I don't know. Sounds quite tempting to me. Well, look, sometimes don't you think it's just best to leave well alone?
Oh, that's rubbish, and that's not you talking. Look, supposing you broke a tooth eating one of those biscuits now, what would you do?
Well, go to the dentist.
Well, why bother if you know it's going to cost you and cause you pain? Shouldn't you be going?
Yeah, you're right, I should.
I can't make me mind up.
I can. I'm having death by chocolate with cream.
Oh, you pig.
So I'll get fat. You'll still love me, won't you?
Yeah, of course I will.
Honestly? Whatever happens?
Yes, honestly, whatever happens.
Good. Because there's someone I want to ask you.
All right, why do I get the feeling I need to be sat back comfortably with a glass of wine in my hand because it's going to cost me money?
No, not exactly. What would you say if I told you I was pregnant?
So you had a nice evening?
Yeah, yeah. You know what keeps me happy?
Yeah, well, I knew you'd appreciate it.
I wasn't the only one.
Hello, Barry.
Huh?
Guess who supports West Ham?
I can't believe this is happening.
I can explain.
Go on then, whose is it?
What? You think I've slept with somebody else?
Well, it can't be mine, can it? I've had the snip.
You know I'd never cheat on you.
Not now, I don't.
Look, Ian, I think there's been a bit of a misunderstanding here.
A bit. You've got no idea.
Didn't say I was pregnant. I said, what if?
So you're not?
No. Look, come on. Having a baby wouldn't be such a disaster, would it? Think about it. A child of our own for us. I think it'd be something really wonderful.
Jane, you've got no idea. I mean, you've seen how difficult it is with the kids. I mean, and it gets easier as they get older. I mean, you start to relax more.
I know that, but
No, there's no buts about it. I've done the sleepless nights. I've done the endless nappy changing. I have done my time, all right? I've got 4 kids. I don't want any more. I can't believe you do this to me.
I haven't. And I can't believe you'd even think I'd cheat on you. If I wanted a baby, I would want to discuss a few practicalities with you first. Not that there's any point. You don't want a baby, so we're not having a baby. You've made your decision. What does it matter whether I want one or not? You've got our whole future mapped out, and I don't even get a say in it.
No, of course you would.
What was all that about then? You haven't asked me once how I felt, what I want.
Jane, please, come and sit there.
So what? The family table. All I've got to do is pull up a chair. Well, you've got it all set out for me, Ian, haven't you? Because it's your table. Me, I'm just a guest.
Hey, Charlie, what can I get you?
No, it's all right. I'm working. I'm taking Sharon to the airport.
All right, Charlie.
Yeah.
Listen, Sharon, it's just going to be a couple of minutes. Right. Here you go. Cheers, mate.
Got it wrong, didn't I?
No, you didn't. They did. So did I.
You ain't giving up on me then?
Oh, not lightly. Blokes like you are hard to find.
Good. Because I'll fall apart. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, well, no. Me and all.
Hold up, I'll get it!
We'll get through this. We will. As long as we got each other.
Wait, hold on, where you going? What are you doing? You can't just come in like that.
I want a word with you about my son.
Sharon, please, don't go. Don't do this. Have you got time? Listen, we have been through hell because of them. We'll go through hell because of him again. I am begging you, don't
Chrissy,
go.
I have to do this for both our sakes. We need to settle this. Look, I've got to go.
Sharon!
Chrissy.
You have a good flight, all right?
So you didn't fancy going with her then?
Nah, not my idea of fun.
Must be mad. I fancy a trip to Spain myself.
Okay, it's a bit hot for my taste.
Ready for the off?
Yeah. You sure? Yeah. Listen, you give me a call as soon as you get there, yeah? And come back as quickly as you can.
I'll be back before you know it.
Good.
See ya. It's Charlie.
Charlie.
Have you any idea of the trouble you've caused? I've had the police around crawling all over us, and Leo was trying to get himself back together.
You've got a funny way of showing it, running off with my daughter.
Look, come on, why don't we all just talk about this?
No, because I'm telling you, there was nothing for you to talk about. My son is my business, not yours.
All I was trying to do was help try and find him. What? What's so funny?
You are. You were trying to help. Oh, that's a good one. You really think you were trying to help? You really are as dumb as you look, aren't you?
Don't you say that to him. At least he was doing something you ain't even tried.
He's ruining my son's life.
No! Leo did that all by himself the minute he started dealing in filth. He dealt it, he probably used it and all.
And what would you know?
Because most of them do. And you know why he got mixed up in that junk in the first place, didn't you?
No, go on. You tell
Yeah,
me.
I will tell you.
It's not
There,
worth it.
listen! I think he did it because he must have something empty, something missing inside him, something he needed you didn't give him. What kind of tender loving care have you ever given him, eh? That made him so screwed up that he thinks he's spreading a bit of happiness by dishing out smash!
Shut up! Look, just stop it! Everyone stop it! You want to know what is happening? Because of this. This is why they've run away. Because of you lot ripping pieces off of each other. That's why this has happened.
No, this happened because of that boy! My dummy was a good girl till she met him!
Well, your good girl couldn't keep away from my son, could she? Couldn't keep her hands off him.
Enough, you had your say. Now, come on, out.
Oh, Demi, where are you? Tell me where you are. Demi, talk to me. Have you got any idea what you're putting us through? Say something, will ya? No. Demi, listen.
It's a withheld number.
You sure it was her? She didn't say nothing.
He did when I picked up the phone. He said, Mum.
I just rang my mum.
What'd you do that for?
I wanted to hear her voice.
What'd you say? You didn't tell them where we are, did you?
No, I didn't say anything. No point. It's horrible. She just started shouting at me. I didn't listen. It's like my mum really hated me.
Come here.
That's it now. It's just us three. We can't go back there.
Many men have wasted their lives in the foolish pursuit of Hamunaptra. No one's ever found it. Most have never returned.
Maybe this place really is cursed.
The Mummy, next on BBC One. While over on BBC Two in half an hour, the journey continues. Discover your coast.